ano masasabi mo yung po sa kaso ni Pura Luca as part of LGBTQ? Okay, yung kaso ni, sa mga hindi po nakakaalam, the Pura Luca incident, in a nutshell, ganito. Si Pura Luca is ang drag queen at ang kanyang, part ng kanyang drag presentation is related sa kanyang faith, which I suppose is the Christian faith. So ginagawa niyang drag si Jesus Christ. I'm an atheist, and although I'm an atheist, I understand why people coming from the Christian faith would find Pura's performance as offensive or as demeaning to their religion. Not all Christians, though, think that way, but a sizable number of Christians think that way. Okay. There is a way to balance freedom of speech, which protects what Pura did, and respecting the religious sensibilities of other people. Ayan na. Okay. I think I got it right. This time, ako ay naka-live na sa Facebook. Oh my God. This is it. This is it, guys. I am now live on Facebook for the very first time after a year of being restricted. I'm so happy. Hindi kasi 1 year na akong 1 year na akong naka-Bartolinas. Almost a year na ako naka-Bartolina sa Facebook. And now I am live on Facebook. Ayan, naririnig nyo ba ako? Guys, this is an achievement. For the first time, ako ay live na. So, ayan, let's do a simple Q&A. Mapapa-live tayo almost every, I don't know, maybe every week, every day. Hello, binabati ko yung mga kaka-tune in pa lang. Hello kay Cherry. Hi, Dr. Batu. Yes. Welcome back indeed. Can you imagine, guys? Ako ay naka-restrict sa Facebook for about a year. Imagine, 1 year akong naka-restrict sa Facebook. Grabe. 1 year. Can you imagine? 1 year. Almost 1 year akong naka-Bartolina sa Facebook. So, here I am now. So, ayan. In fairness, nagpipick up ang audience. Hello sa mga taga San Pablo City. Hello po sa mga taga nasa Hong Kong. Hello po. At maghaharutan na naman po tayo sa Facebook. At mag-Q&A na naman tayo. Hello sa mga taga Sikihor. Hello sa Edmonds Inn and Suites. I've heard that Sikihor is a very beautiful province. Anyway, hello sa mga nasa Oman. Good evening. Ayan, nagpipick up na tayo. I just hope na hindi na uli ako ma-restrict ng Facebook. At I am very excited to do more lives para magkaroon ulit tayo ng balitaktakan tungkol sa mga issue. Hello sa mga nasa Hamburg, Germany, nasa Hong Kong, kamusta po kayo? Mga nasa LA, Lower Antipolo, and mga nasa Israel. Oh my God, na-miss ko kayo guys. Na-miss kong makapag-interact sa inyo ng ganito. Kasi, again, ako ay binartolina ng Facebook for about a year. Ako ay naka-restrict na mag-live. So now, I am back to back, bareback, broke back mountain. So, sabi ni Jared C., Mrs., ano po nangyari sa Facebook page nyo? Okay, what happened to my Facebook page is, grabe. After, since October last year, Facebook did something to my page. Ano kami lahat kaming mga vloggers na associated with Duterte. Yung kay Attorney Trixie nga, di ba, yung Luminous, nawala siya. Pero ako, gagamitin ko na ang aking personal Facebook from now on. Kasi may ginawa sila dun sa Facebook page ko na it has become so difficult to use it and to connect to people like I have connected with you guys before. So I am so excited to do this. So let's do a simple Q&A. Oh my God, nagpipick up na uli ang audience ko. Thank you so much. Ayan. Ano bang mga... Oy, thank you sa mga taga Edmund Suites Inn and Suites Sikihor. Maybe I will visit Sikihor one of these days, no? Pag ako ay tinopak. Okay. Yes, wala na ako sa FB Bartolina. So, may mga questions? Let's do a simple Q&A. May nakita na ako dito na for simple Q&A. Hello sa mga taga Misamis Occidental. Kamusta po kayo? Hello sa mga taga Italy, buongiorno. And hello sa mga taga Cebu, maayong buntag ba? Maayong gabi. Hello sa mga taga UK, mga taga Amman, Jordan. Thank you so much. At okay. Hello sa mga taga Germany. Guten Abend. Okay, let's start the first question. Tanong ni JP Kobayashi. Laya ka na sa FB jail. Special Agent Sass ng KGB. I think yan ang chismis since 2016, 2017, na ako ay Russian spy. Well, I will neither confirm nor deny na ako ay Russian spy. Kakaloka. Okay, tanong niya. Okay, pa-shoutout naman, John Sass, watching from Doha, Qatar. Hello sa mga taga Doha, Qatar. Thank you so much po sa inyong patuloy na pagsubaybay sa akin. Thank you. Thank you so much sa mga sumusubaybay nito. This is my first Facebook Live after about a year. Sa mga hindi po nakakaalam, ako po ay nasa FB Bartolina since October, since after the F1 race event na naging controversial, yung inattenda ni President Bongbong Marcos. And since then, ako ay bawal mag-live. Ang posts ko ay naka-shadow ban. So almost a year. At lahat ng restrictions na lift lang today. As in today. So ako ngayon ay back in full splendor. So back in full splendor. Sas wala senstar, ha ha ha. I don't know actually because this is a Facebook, this is my personal FB. Kasi I'm going to use my personal FB now kasi yung ginawa nila sa Facebook page ko, meron silang ginawa. And everything na may kinalap, na lahat ng Duterte vloggers, may nangyaring ganon sa kanilang mga vlogs. So, I'm using now my Facebook personal FB. So, ito ngayon na pinapanooran nyo ngayon, this is my personal FB. This is like, not a page, but my personal Facebook account. Okay. So, may mga questions na dito. Sasagutin natin to. Okay. Tanong ni Ate Kusmat. Thank you so much sa mga nag-watch itong first Facebook live ko after about a year. I miss you guys. Sabi ni Ate Kusmat, what can you say about the rejection appeal of ICC in Duterte drug war? Okay, my point of view there, maling-mali ang ginawa ng gobyerno. Nung sinabi nila no, walang jurisdiction ang ICC, dapat they should have never participated at all in the ICC proceedings, never sent a communication, never did anything. Look at what China did, di ba? They didn't recognize the South China Sea arbitration, its jurisdiction, for example. Kaya hindi sila nag-participate. So, the arbitration proceedings now do not have a political legitimacy. And in international relations, political legitimacy is very important. And in international relations, political legitimacy is built on the consent of the states to participate in that proceeding. That's the foundation of political legitimacy. Consent of the state. Now, ang ginawa natin dito sa ICC, we already withdrew. Pero we still keep on participating. So, ibig sabihin, we are implying that we are still recognizing that ICC has jurisdiction over us. Kasi if we didn't, if we are really 100% behind the idea na ang ICC ay walang jurisdiction sa Pilipinas, we should have not participated at all in the proceedings. Like DEDMA. Pero hindi dinedma. Di ba? Hindi yan dinedma ng ating gobyerno. Imbes patuloy pa rin nag-participate. And ang malala, di ba, ang report ng Verifiles, ang US-funded na Verifiles, okay? Verifiles is an NGO of Filipino journalists, and it is an NGO receiving funding from the National Endowment for Democracy. Ang NED, or National Endowment for Democracy, ay isa po itong fund throughput. Ibig sabihin dito dumadaan ang mga funding na supposedly for CIA operations. Pero ang National Endowment for Democracy po, ito po ay ang overt version ng mga ginagawa ng CIA. So, Verifiles as well as Rappler and other NGOs in the Philippines receives funding from the United States government. And ano ang naging report ng Verifiles recently? Na si Inday Sara, Vice President Inday Sara Inday Duterte, is now included in the names na ipoprobe down ng ICC. For the very first time, ngayon lang lumabas itong pangalan ni Inday Sara, pero ngayon nandun na siya. So anong ibig sabihin nito? I think the message is clear, di ba? Inday Sara vehemently opposed the request of the United States for the Philippines to host Afghan refugees. No, they're not refugees. Let's correct that. These Afghan nationals are not refugees of the Philippines. They are special immigrant visa applicants of the United States. And the Vice President vehemently opposed this request because of sovereignty issue. And then suddenly, bam! Inday Sara is in the, nasa listahan na siya ng ipoprobe ng ICC. Coincidence? Maybe. Maybe coincidence. Maybe coincidence. But ask anyone in politics who are in the know if this is entirely coincidence. Diba? Okay. Next question. Hello sa mga nasa Israel. Thank you so much, guys. Israel is one of my favorite countries I've been to. Jerusalem is a very beautiful city, full of history. So, okay. Saan na tayo? Looks like the Twitter video is starting to be about... Okay, dito nga ako sa personal Facebook page ko. So, next question. Okay, may personal tanong si PCM Pink. May question po ako, Sass, do you ever feel envious? Parang hindi, no? Ang question ko is, paano ko maiwasan ng envy and jealousy? Do I feel envious? Depende kung ano yung kaiingitan. Actually, ang mga kinaiingitan ko, a lot of them are fictional characters. And a lot of them as well, yung mga kinaiingitan ko are already no longer existing on this planet because they have lived a really full life. And ayun. So anong sagot sa inggit and envy? I think ang sagot dyan is to start counting your own blessings. Kasi envy for me starts when I start to count the blessings of others. So always focus on counting your own blessings. Ayan. So, tanong ni J.K. Morales, Sass Rogando, ano masasabi mo sa pagbisita ni former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte sa China? Hello guys, sa mga kararating pa lang, thank you so much. Again, this is my first FB Live since ang mga restrictions ko from Facebook got lifted. Almost 1 year na po ako may restriction mula sa Facebook. At ito po mga restrictions na ito ay nagsimula nang ako ay nag-comment doon sa supposedly secret F1 race attendance of our president. So since then, for a year, ako ay nakabartolina, bawal mag-live. yung mga tao dyan na nagtatanong ba't hindi nila nakikita yung post ko sa newsfeed nila, it is because of those restrictions from Facebook. So right now, ngayong araw na ito lang sila na lift. So, sorry sila. Pero yun na nga, dito na po ako sa personal Facebook page ko, a personal Facebook account. So, nanonood po kayo sa aking personal Facebook account. Yung For the Motherland page po kasi, they did something to my page that made it very difficult to have any engagement already. So, dito tayo ngayon guys, sa personal Facebook ko. Dito tayo magtatanungan at magkakaroon ng interaction. So, let's go. Proceed tayo sa question na to. Kamusta yung mga kakapag-tune in pa lang? Thank you so much. I'm so happy na nandyan pa rin kayo at nagsusubaybay kahit ako ay naka-Bertolina within a year at hindi kayo nakapanood ng live ko. Pero ngayon, you are watching me. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So, going back to the question of J.K. Morales, ano masasabi mo sa pagbisita ni FPPRD sa China? Ano masasabi ko doon? Well, it is a very important visit. Why? Dahil among all our leaders, the most respected by China is Duterte. And then a close second is GMA. Close second is GMA. So kung meron man tayong sigalot with China, the best person to send to China in order to talk to China and that China would listen to that person is former President Rodrigo Duterte. And maybe to some extent, former President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo. Kasi nung Pinoy's time, it was GMA who was the most respected Filipino leader ng China. Now, we now have two. So these two former presidents, we should utilize them to the fullest extent. Kasi iba yung kanilang diplomatic leverage when it comes to our neighbor. So, sabi ko, it's very important kasi we are in a very difficult situation in our region. At ang naiipit dito na bansa ay ang Pilipinas. Kung magkaputukan dyan, tayo talaga ang mapuputukan. Kung magkaputukan dito sa ating region, tayo ang isa sa mga mauunang masisira. So, I believe na Duterte's visit there has something to do with calming the sea. So, yon. All right. Next question. Next tayo. Hello ulit sa mga nasa Guangzhou, China. Hello. Hello sa mga taga Davao, of course, always. Hello sa mga taga Davao. Oy, hello sa mga nanonood ngayon ng live. Thank you so much, guys. This is my first live after ako ma-restrict ng Facebook for almost a year. First live. Ngayong araw lang po na-lift ng Facebook ang lahat ng restrictions sa aking account. So, okay. Next question. Tingnan natin kung ano pa magandang saguting questions dito. Oh my God, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. At sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta. Guys, sa mga nagsusubaybay sa akin since 2016, let me just remind you na na-release ko na po yung book ko, yung A Lighthouse Before a Troubled Sea. Pwede nyo po siyang mabasa online as a flip book, or you can order a physical copy via Shopee or via Lazada. I don't know yet kung nasa ibang bansa kayo. I think the best way is to read it online as a flip book. Kung paano kayo makakapag-order, guys, you can go to my personal Facebook, Sass Rogando Sasot, and then yung naka-pin post po na article ko, sa baba po nun, nandoon po yung links kung paano kayo mababasa yung libro as a flipbook or kung paano po nyo po siya makaka-order ng physical copy. I think if you would like to support my political commentaries, that's the best way to do that po. And that is to order the book, So at least meron kayong mababasa na something that you can have. So, punta kayo ng personal Facebook page ko. Yung nakapin na post, nandun po sa baba ng post na yon, yung 3 different ways on how you can order my book. Either pong i-order nyo siya online as a flip book, you can read it as a flip book, order a physical copy via Shopee or Lazada. Guys, I cannot give a signed copy because reseller na po yung nagbibenta ng mga books. Okay? I cannot do signed copy. Siguro kung magkita na lang tayo. So, yon. Okay, next question. Question ni Brian Pelino Enriquez. Anong masasabi mo yung po sa kaso ni Pura Luca as part of LGBTQ? Okay, yung kaso ni, sa mga hindi po nakakaalam, the Pura Luca incident, in a nutshell, ganito. Si Pura Luca is ang drag queen at ang kanyang, part ng kanyang drag presentation is related sa kanyang faith, which I suppose is the Christian faith. So ginagawa niyang drag si Jesus Christ. I'm an atheist, and although I'm an atheist, I understand why people coming from the Christian faith would find Pura's performance as offensive or as demeaning to their religion. Not all Christians, though, think that way, but a sizable number of Christians think that way. Okay. There is a way to balance freedom of speech, which protects what Pura did, and respecting the religious sensibilities of other people. What Pura could have done is continue the performance in a venue, and then yung venue na yan is meron kang performance restrictions. Like for example, you can say na this performance is for R18. It's not meant to be vegetative and to be distributed to a general audience. And then they can issue a warning. The performance contains themes that could be controversial or offensive to people of certain faiths. In that regard, yung manonood lang ng performance na yon are those people who actually appreciate a provocative performance, a performance like that. And maybe we would have not a problem. Kasi if there is already a warning that this could be offensive to your religion, why would you watch it? So it's on you. So there is a way to balance freedom of speech and respecting people's sensibilities. I do not believe in the idea na, okay, let's just let's just consider this as a question of freedom of speech. Kasi freedom of speech is not the only value in society. There are other values in society. This is my conservative side talking. There are other values in society, and we need to balance those different values. Do we value respecting the religious sensibility of other people? I do value it. I'm an atheist, but I do value it. Do I value freedom of speech? Yes. Now, how can I combine respecting the religious sensibilities of people while also upholding freedom of speech? And it can easily be done. And that space, I hope, should be the space that should be traversed in the future by anyone like Pura. Yan po. Okay, next question. Ang hihirap ng mga tanong ha. Sana nasasagot ko ng maayos yung mga tanong ninyo. Thank you so much po guys. Yung mga kararating po lang po. This is my first live after about a year. Kasi ako po ay naka-restrict sa Facebook for about a year. So, ngayong araw lang na ito, na-lift ang restrictions. So, yun. So, sabi ni Christine Maderazo, maybe you can answer with this question. Ano po yung question? Okay, so tanong niya, Sefi Sabana. Hello sa mga nasa Virginia, USA. Ilang taon ka na sa? I turned 41 this year. So, I am aging and I deserve to age. Nakakaloka naman kung forever kang bata. We all deserve to age, guys. We earned it. So, sabi ni Sefi Sabana, do you think some pro-admin bloggers use studies as an alibi to avoid discussing the obvious corruption of the government like the logo issue? May tiwala ka pa ba kay BBM? From 1 to 10, the highest. Ano po ibig sabihin yung some admin bloggers use studies as an alibi to avoid discussing the obvious corruption? Pro-admin bloggers. To be honest, I do not read their blogs. Because I don't learn anything from their blogs. I'm so sorry. So there are certain pro-admin bloggers that I read and that I really learn from. And itong mga bloggers na yon, I'm not one of them. So I'm so sorry. It is what it is. Facts are facts. So may tiwala ka pa ba kay BBM? You know, guys, every government, every administration deserves our trust. Deserves our trust. And that basic trust is something that they need in order to function well. And I still have that basic trust sa administration na ito. I'm not going to be any one of those people who would call for an EDSA or whatever. I do not believe in mob democracy. I participated in one, in EDSA DOS, and reflecting on that moment, I thought na, okay, mob democracy, not the way to go. So, I believe na every administration deserves our basic trust. It is something that we owe our government, a basic trust. I may not like a lot of his policies, but I still trust that, he will do his job to the best of his ability. And it is what it is. So, okay, next question. Hi, Kate. Yeah, I miss you guys too. Okay, sa tanong ni sa mga karating pa lang po, this is my first Facebook Live after a year of being restricted by FP. Okay. So, ngayon lang po na-restrict lahat ng restrictions. And here I am. Okay, tanong ni Yashua Nunag, Sass Rogando Sasot, what can you say about the EDCA sites here in the PH? I've always been consistent about my stance on EDCA since Pinoy's time. Kasi panahon niya ni Pinoy nang nagkaroon ng EDCA agreement. EDCA is a violation of our constitution. Although our constitution, our Supreme Court affirmed in its constitutionality. But for me, future generations would look back at this moment ng Supreme Court, and I believe that they will think na the Supreme Court, si Lourdes Sereno pa nun eh. Si Attorney Lourdes Sereno yung nagsulat ng decision na yun eh, affirming the constitutionality of EDCA. EDCA is just a continuation of U.S. colonization of the Philippines. They cannot let us go, because after all, they bought us. The United States still think that we are their property. So, I'm against it. Senator Bongbong Marcos was against it. A lot of people were against it. Pero the Pinoy administration was for it because the Pinoy administration ay malaki ang utang na loob. The Aquinos, malaki ang utang na loob niyan sa United States. And it's a very pro-American family, the Aquino family. So, it is what it is. So, the president decided, but of course, his decision doesn't take away our right to resist his decision and point out the consequences, the possible consequences of that decision. So, I'm against EDCA. I'm against the presence of foreign military in our territory. I don't like the continuation of any form of colonial rule of the United States over our country. So yun po aking stand. Okay, next question. Oh my God, thank you guys sa mga kararating pa lang. Again, this is my first live after a year of being restricted by Facebook. Okay. Okay, ito may tanong si Rise and Care. Hi, Sass. Rate the Pinoy admin 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. I think the Pinoy administration is 5.5. Okay, 5.5. There are a lot of aspects about the Pinoy administration that I didn't like. Chief of it is related to foreign policy, peace and order. But there are aspects of the Pinoy administration that are actually good. For example, it's more fun in the Philippines tourism campaign was launched during the Aquino administration. The Aquino administration had some good economic policies. Thank God, the Aquino administration didn't throw away the economic policies of Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. Actually, a lot of good things that are happening in our economy is because of the good economic fundamentals that former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo instituted during her time. So, yeah, I think he's a 5.5. The Pinoy administration. Definitely, I do not like the foreign policy of Pinoy. I don't like what he did during Mama Sapa, no? Yeah, maybe it's a 5, maybe 5.2. 5.2. So, a lot of things I don't like. So, yeah, 5.2 is okay. And next question. Thank you so much, guys. O yung mga those who would like to support my page, my ability to continue to do political commentary, bumili na lang kayo ng libro ko. Nandun na lahat ng ginawa ko, sinulat ko, halos lahat ng sinulat ko about the South China Sea conflict since 2016. At papaano nyo po siya ma-order? Nandiyan po siya sa nakapin. Punta po kayo ng aking personal page, Sass Rogando Sasot. Ito, Sass Rogando Sasot. And then makikita nyo po dyan 3 ways of getting a copy of my book. Either as a flip book, okay, you can view it online on your mobile phone, desktop, iPad, what have you. Or you can order a physical copy via Shopee or Lazada. So, ayun, if you like to support my political commentaries, ayun na lang po. Okay, may tanong si Charmy Magallanes. What do you say about the signing of Marika Fund? In general, I am in favor of a sovereign wealth fund. So, I'm in favor of the Maharlika Investment Fund. The problem is the administration of the funds. Okay? I'm not that competent to discuss the nitty-gritties of the financial elements, investment and financial elements of Maharlika Fund because I'm not a finance and investment person. So, pero I believe na doon na magkakatalo sa administration ng funds. If the Maharlika Investment Fund becomes successful, so good for the country. And this will be the lasting legacy of the president. So, let's just wait and see of what's going to happen. Pero yun na nga. Sana magtagumpay, no? And it all depends on how the fund would be administered. Okay. So, next question. Hello, good evening, Jello. Oh my God, Jello, na-miss din kita ha. Ikaw suki ka, Jello, ng aking live noon. So, again, guys, this is my first Facebook Live after a year of being restricted, after about a year of being restricted by FB. Ngayong araw lang po, ngayong gabi lang po, nawala lahat ng restrictions na FB sa aking page. So, balik po ang ating conversation. So, ayan. Okay, next question. Okay, may tanong ang napaka-intrimitidang Madam Ellie na napakasarap ng kanyang um, bottled pulburon. Hindi ako nagbibiro talagang bottled pulburon at iba pa niyang niluto. Kita mo naman yung katawan ni Madam Ellie kung hindi masarap gumawa yun ng pagkain, ewan ko na lang. Sabi ni Madam Ellie, bakit ganyan ka magsalita? Ang talino, interior designer ka po ba? Actually, ano po ako, nag-aral po ako ng wala pa akong pinag-aralan. Char, kakaloka ka, Madam Ellie. Masarap ang pagkain ni Madam Ellie. Madam Ellie, baka mag-order uli ako sa'yo ng ano, ng cookies or pulburon. Sarap ng pulburon ni, ano eh, ni, okay. Tanggalin ko the wig ko. Sandali lang po. Okay na. Okay, next question. Hello everyone. Wala na bang ibang questions? Or baka may gusto pong umakyat dito sa live ko at gustong balitaktakan sa akin, you're always welcome. Sabihin niyo lang po dyan. If you want to. Okay, ito may question. Ito kanina pa tong question na to eh. Hi Sass, I'm just curious. Para saan ang glasses mo? Are you near or farsighted? I'm actually nearsighted. So, mataas na ang grado ko. Ang mata ko, actually meron akong astigmatism. Kaya minsan may tick ako na gumaganon-ganon. Yung may mga autistic is, may mga astigmatism nakaka-relate. So, 4.5 minus 4.25. So, mataas na siya. So, medyo malabo na. Hello, 41 na po ako, no? Ano bang ine-expect ninyo? Pero matagal na, high school pa lang ako nag-glasses na ako. Although contact lenses hindi nagamit ko. So, next question. Okay. Tanong ni Young Reformist, is there any current political party you would like to join? The political party that's nearest to my political beliefs sa ating bansa ay yung political party ni Norberto Gonzales, yung Partido Demokratiko Sosyalista ng Pilipinas, PDSP. So, that's the nearest, That's the nearest. But of course, if there's a new political party that could contain, the core, my core political beliefs, syempre doon ako. Pero the nearest right now sa Philippines is Norberto Gonzales, Partido Demokratiko Sosyalista ng Pilipinas. Yeah. Next question. Tanong ni Arnel Lachica. What can you say about Sarah's inclusion in the ICCC probe on war on drugs? What can I say about it? Well, as I've written, it was only Inday Sara who expressed vehement opposition against the US request na i-host ng Pilipinas ang mga Afghan special immigrant visa applicants ng United States. And suddenly, boom! VP Sara is included in the list of names that ICC would probe. Coincidence, maybe. But facts are facts. So, yun. Anyway, next question. Hello sa mga kakasama pa lang. Kakatune in pa lang. Any more questions? Ayan, sabi ni, tanong ni Ate Cholter, are you open for any government position? Actually, no. My personal development agenda right now is to continue my academic career. I have already applied for further studies, of course, PhD level na. So I'm just waiting for the results of my applications. And so either I will pursue a PhD or another master's degree. um, maybe a master's degree in um, international political strategy related masters. So, ayon, PhD studies. I think I've always said this, kamusta kay Congresswoman Geraldine Roman? Si Congresswoman Geraldine Roman, kachika ko po yan. Minsan, I have seen her before, Congresswoman Geraldine Roman. Congresswoman Geraldine Roman, kung sa mga hindi nakakaalam, siya po ang kauna-unahang woman of transsexual experience who got elected in Congress sa ating bansa and of course in Asia. And nung nag-uusap kami niyan one time, sabi ko sa kanya, alam mo, hindi ko kaya yung ginagawa mo. Yung ginagawa ng someone in politics or in someone in government. Kasi mahirap ang trabaho yun, guys. Kailangan mo maging plastic. I don't know, 100,000 fold. Seriously. Kailangan mo maging plastic. Kung hindi ka plastic sa gobyerno, hindi ka tatagal. Kailangan meron kang, you should have that kind of patience that only someone who is adept in politics could have. And ako, I don't think I have that. Kasi I cannot keep a poker face. Yung poker face na ma-hide mo sa mukha mo yung tunay mong nararamdaman. I cannot hide it. It's not part of my personality. Everyone in my life, friends, ex-boyfriends, ex-lovers, even parents, they told me that I'm so good in lying when it comes to words, but my face betrays the truth. Kasi I cannot hide it. It's just who I am. Kaya nga, I don't like lying kasi my face would betray it. I cannot sustain a lie physically. You can sustain a lie through words, pero pagdating ng physically, that's something that I am not good at doing. And other people are good at it. Like politicians, for example, but I'm not good at it. So ano man tanong mo, Mark Longos? Okay, next question. Tanong ni Analea Mendoza, tuloy pa ba show mo sa SMNI ngayon na mag-aaral ka uli? Of course! Bakit hindi siya pwedeng matuloy? Pwede naman siyang statecraft started remote na nasa Netherlands ako and then via Zoom namin tinitape ang bawat episode. So, I don't see any reason why it cannot continue. We started statecraft na remote ang location ko. Okay, next question. Tanong ni Anthony Reyes, how do you think will the Russia-Ukraine war end? We will never see the end of the Russia-Ukraine war in our generation. It will end as a frozen conflict. Like, for example, the North and South Korea war. They're still technically at war. It's a frozen conflict anytime it would explode, given the right circumstances and triggers. Pwede mag-resume ang Korean War because they never had a peace treaty. I'm pretty sure Russia and Ukraine will never have a peace treaty in our lifetime, but they might have an armistice agreement. So, ibig sabihin, katulad ng nangyari sa North Korea and South Korea. So, it will be a frozen conflict. So, kasi meron kasing it's masalimuot ang storya kasi ng Russia and Ukraine. Like for example, ang storya ng Israel and Palestine. Diba? So, they're still at war. Okay, next question. Okay, yung mga tanong ng PRRD on Xi Jinping meeting, I already answered that earlier. So, replay na lang mamaya. Okay. Tanong ni Lotte de Guzman, do you think China will finally take over Taiwan? Well, not in the sense that we think of how it will take over. Um, Taiwan future might resemble something close to Taiwan, but with greater freedoms. Why? Why greater freedoms? Alam naman natin na eh. Kasi noong 90s, Beijing already proposed a way to unite Taiwan to the motherland. And part of the recommendation ng Beijing noon is for Taiwan to keep its army. Hong Kong doesn't have its own army. So, something close to Hong Kong, but with greater freedoms. Kasi nga, Taiwan, compared to Hong Kong, has more sovereign-like powers, like keeping an army. Pero China is resolving its disputes in accordance to its own history, and it Taiwan will not end up like Hawaii. Let's just put it that way. Okay? And so yun ang mangyayari. Eventually they will unify. Hopefully peacefully. But it will unify in a way that will closely resemble Taiwan, Hong Kong, but with greater freedoms. So yun. Tanong ni Young Reformists, are you interested in studying at the National Defense College? I believe kailangan government official ka or worker ka para makapag-aral sa National Defense College. Yeah, if ever, why not? If I'm allowed to study in National Defense College or to teach, why not? So we'll see. Next question. Tanong ni Miguel Francis, hey Sass, what are your thoughts on political clans here in the country? Well, they're there. They're part of our reality. They're part of the fabric of our political system. What we can do is to actually change our political system para malesen yung dependency on political clans ng ating politika. And the best way to do that is to transition from a personality-based system to a policy-based system. Ang transition na yan is from a presidential system to a parliamentary system. So, shift to a parliamentary system. Yeah. Okay, next question. Tanong ni Jed Marcelo Rosales, is the American economy going to tank? Is that why they want this war so badly? I've been reading economic and financial news, and that seems to be the augury. Yeah, no, Jed, parang there seems to be no positive news right now about the U.S. economy, and some people might be thinking a way for the United States to reboot its economy is by launching a war. But the problem is that might have worked with the United States before, but a war with China would be very devastating. And I think US policymakers have to be mad and insane in order to do that. And I'm afraid that a lot of them are going mad and insane because they couldn't accept that the United States is no longer number one in a lot of aspects. Tanong ni Lottie de Guzman, Miss Sass, if Vietnam will totally militarize their islands or shoals in in the South China Sea, what do you think will be the reaction of USA and China? United States will not do anything. China will do what it did before, and that is to beef up their own militarization. Simple as that. Kasi syempre, no, with the support of the United States, the Philippines is now perhaps the strongest claimant in the South China Sea, because of the backing of the United States, the most powerful military power in the world. So, ano ngayon yung mararamdaman ng Vietnam? Of course, they would fear na baka if I were Vietnam, I would think na, okay, the Filipinos might be emboldened to, you know, retake Vietnamese occupied features. Because between China and Vietnam, Vietnam is the weakest party. So, yeah, it makes sense, no, to think that, the Philippines might get emboldened to take whatever Vietnam already has. Because Vietnam is the weaker party. Hindi mo naman syempre pwedeng i-head-on collision yung China. You know, maybe you could do that to the least powerful claimant, and that happens to be Vietnam. And it's not hard, it's not far-fetched to think that the Vietnamese strategic thinkers are thinking what I've just said. So that's why, in anticipation of a future that might be detrimental to the Vietnamese interest, ang gagawin nila, i-beef up na lang nila yung kanilang military presence in the occupied features. Because that is the dynamic na alam na natin sa international relations. And international relations scholars are familiar of. It's called the security dilemma. Okay. So I think, oh my God, what I'm so excited about doing live again is that I can do the educational international relations talk that I have been doing in the past 6 years through live. So, babalik uli siya, mga friends. And I'm here and I'm ready to do it again. So, going back to Vietnam, what we're seeing is the phenomenon called security dilemma. So, if you have a GPT, you can use that. You can use Google to understand fully security dilemma. But in a nutshell, the security dilemma gets activated because of a cycle of action-reaction. And this cycle of action-reaction rests on the bedrock, on the fundamental and ineliminable fear that every state has in a condition of uncertainty brought by the structure of international relations, which is anarchic. That's a mouthful. That's a mouthful, di ba? So ano ibig sabihin yan? Okay. Ang struktura po kasi ng ating international relations is anarchic. Ibig sabihin is wala po itong government na mag-guarantee ng iyong security. So, there's no government. Every country is responsible for their own security. And because of this, we can never fully know the intention of other states. And in this condition of uncertainty, it's easy to fear the other. Actually, fear is a logical consequence of uncertainty. So, ang ginagawa ng mga bansa, in order to protect themselves, ay pinapalakas nila ang kanilang depensa. But the other state, yung kabilang bansa, nakikita niya yung ginagawa ng state A as potentially threatening. Of course, kasi pag naging malakas itong state A, ibig sabihin, pwede niya ma-overpower itong mas mahina. So, anong gagawin ng mas mahina? Magpapalakas ngayon siya ng kanyang depensa. So, ano magiging reaction nung kabilang estado? Makikita niya na, okay, this is a threatening act. Kasi pag naging mas malakas siya sa akin, paano ako? So, ang gagawin ng kabilang state, magpapalakas uli siya. And that would lead to an arms race. And eventually, that arms race could become so tense that the end point of that reaction cycle is an actual armed conflict. So that's what's happening right now in the South China Sea. Um, the security dilemma in full splendor. Okay. Um, so may mga questions pa ba? Oh my God. I'm so happy, guys. I'm so happy that I can do a live again. And yeah. So next question. Um, okay, tanong ni Glenn Wilson Nang. I think this is my last question for the night. Hi, Sass. India just agreed to allow the US to establish a naval hub. The country is becoming BRICS' weakest link and could sabotage their interests. Any comment on this? I'm not so sure that India is the weakest link. Um, India needs the United States because of Pakistan, not mostly because of um, China, maybe because of China as well, but their immediate mortal enemy is Pakistan. Um, Naval hub. I'm not yet sure what do you mean by a naval hub. It might just be U.S. naval hub in India. Let me just check this. Naval Logistics Hub. So it's just a ship repair agreement with the Larsen and Toubro shipyard near the Indian city of Chennai. Okay, so this is just ship repair agreement. So why is this worry? It's just a ship repair agreement. So okay, what is your take? Okay, okay, tanong ni Justine Lastimoso. Okay, maybe ito na yung last question. What is your take on the "Don't mess up with us" statement of Cebu Gwen Garcia when she defended her daughter DOT Sec Frasco? Well, in one sense, it might be directed to the political enemies of the Garcias who might be using this scandal as a way to undermine the Garcias in Cebu. Maybe it's directed at them. But of course, it's an unfortunate statement to make in light of a real question of accountability. And a lot of Filipinos didn't take it well, that statement. So, ayun lang po. Maraming salamat po at hanggang sa muli po. And thank you so much sa patuloy niyo po pagsuporta sa akin. And next time po sa ating live, magkita-kita po tayo ulit. Thank you and have a good night.